Hey, what's up guys, how you all doing? I'm Paul the Tech Giant and welcome back to the channel, where today I'm going to tell you what I believe are the best things about this 65-inch LG C4 OLED. Now before we get into this video, I've got a big favour to ask you guys on recommendations on TVs that you want to see me test out on the channel. Now I've got some good news because, as you probably know, I pair up with the electrical retailer Peter Tyson, and they've already confirmed that they're going to send me over a 65-inch G4 OLED. That's for me to keep, so I'm going to be doing a long-term test on that TV probably for the next 12 months. But what other TVs do you want to see me test out? They've already confirmed that they're going to send me absolutely loads of TVs if I want to test them out. And yeah, I'm stuck. So I'm thinking obviously high-end TVs. So let me know which of the high-end TVs you want to see me test out. But also I want to get into testing out more of the mid-range TVs and also budget TVs as well. So please let me know in the comments what top-end TV, mid-range and budget TV would you like to see me test out, and also what sort of sizes. I think also it would be great to get a budget TV, mid-range and top-tier TV, put all three against each other and to see what the real differences are when you spend little or a lot. And don't forget, if you do want to see those upcoming videos, then make sure you subscribe to the channel. Okie dokie, let's crack on then with the first best thing about this LG C4 OLED. And this is in no particular order, and that is the sound quality. Yes, this is much improved over last year's C3 OLED. Now, where it's really improved is the depth of the sound. Last year's C3, well, it just sounded so thin, it was not good. And at times when I was watching movies and whatnot, I'd actually sit there and wince. It did sound that bad. But thankfully, not this year. It does sound a lot better. Like I said, a lot more depth to it, and it's just a far more enjoyable experience because as great as a picture is, you do need decent sound. All that said, I would always recommend getting a decent soundbar or a dedicated amplifier and speakers to go along with a TV like this. But if you can't push the budget, then yeah, I'm going to say that the sound from this TV is pretty good. Like I said, definitely better than last year, especially when you consider how thin this TV really is. So that is the first best thing about this TV. On to the next best thing about this C4 then, and that is the HDMIs. Now on previous models, we would have 4 HDMIs which would support 4K 120 Hz, but this year we got an upgrade because if we look around the side, you can see that we do still retain 4 HDMIs, but they are good for 144 Hz. So that is great for you gamers out there. And of course, you can still utilize the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X to play up to 4K 120 as before. But yeah, having that 144 Hz, that's really good. And again, not a lot of manufacturers do that, but fair play LG for doing that. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of gamers out there who are going to thank you for that improvement. So that is the next best thing about this TV. Okie dokie, next up on the best things list is the picture quality. Just check it out. It is absolutely mental. Look at that. Now, I've got to say, I am absolutely blown away with it. Check it out. Look at that. That is so clear. This was just all shot on my iPhone in 4K HDR. And yeah, it is honestly blow away. You need to go and see one in person. When it comes to like the picture presets and that, I think they are very good. Now, if you are worried about messing around with the settings, I think there is something for everyone when it comes to the presets on these TVs. And I just can't see anyone really being disappointed. You know, it is a lot of money for a TV. Obviously, it's a high-end TV. But, you know, if you want a banging picture, well, this TV is definitely not going to disappoint. Look at that image. Honest to God. That is what you are paying your money for. So, that is the next best thing about this TV. Now, sticking along the lines of picture quality, we come to the next best thing, which is the brightness levels. Yes, this year we do get a bump in brightness, and again, it doesn't disappoint. It is really, really bright, as far as OLEDs go anyway. It's hard to always show the brightness on camera, but again, I am very impressed with it. Some of the HDR material I've watched back on this has actually just blown me away. Just looks absolutely banging, and well, I just don't know what more to say about it. I can't praise this TV enough. So if you have got a fairly brightish room, I think you will be all right with this TV. If it's like super bright room, maybe not so much. Maybe step up against one of the G series. But for the average punter, when it comes to the brightness levels and the HDR, honestly, it's banging. So that is the next best thing about this TV. Now, this next best thing is something that I always mention about OLED TVs, and that is the viewing angles. Now, if I move around, you will see just how good they really are, and it's no different on this C4. But got to mention it because they are just so good. Check it out, go all the way around there like that, and we are still getting a mental looking image. Go even further around again. Look at that. You can still watch it. Other TVs will start to wash out, lose their colour and brightness when you go real far round, but not with an OLED. It's very, very minimal. So if you're sitting straight on, you're getting a great image. Come around to the side. Got your mates over playing a game or something, sat off to the side, they ain't going to be losing out. So that is good news. And that's why that is the next best thing about this TV. Now, this next best thing is something that I have a love-hate relationship with, and that is the remote control. Now, like I said, I don't love everything about it, but what I do love is the functionality. Honest to God, it is amazing. Now, if I just get up the home menu, give you a quick demonstration, as you can see, we've got this pointer on the screen, and wherever I point, it will highlight, and it's just so easy to select things. Now, we also have this scroll wheel, so if I scroll that, as you can see, we go quickly through those menus, and I just think it's really, really good. Inputting text and things like that, it is an absolute breeze. When I go back to what I'd say is like a traditional remote control, and you have to use the directional buttons, which of course you can do on this TV, it just feels very, very slow. But with this thing, quicker wiggle of the remote, and there you go, you highlight whatever you want. Just so much faster and so much more convenient. And that's why that is the next best thing about this TV. Rightio then, next up on the best things list is the quick settings. So these are very handy indeed. Now, if I grab our magic remote, press the settings button just once, you will see that we get up these basically shortcuts. Now, like I said, very handy indeed. You haven't got to go right into the main settings. And if I just say highlight this one, OLED pixel brightness, I've turned this down for the camera, so don't shoot me down for that. But as you can see, I've gone straight into the brightness, and I can just adjust that straight away from there. No messing about. And we've got loads to choose from. And the best thing about it is we can customize it as well. So if we don't like what's up there, we can go to the plus and add something different in. As you can see, there is loads to choose from. So you can customize it to however you like it, and it will just speed up the operation no end. So that is the next best thing about this TV. Now, this next best thing is something that I don't generally talk about, but it's something that I do very much like about these TVs, and that is the motion smoothing. Now, this isn't for everyone, I know that, and a lot of people refer to it as soap opera effect. And if I just get up our settings a minute and give it a second, there we go down to advanced settings, and then we go into clarity, and then we go down again, we come to true motion. Now, at the moment we're in natural, but quite often I like smooth movement. And yeah, it does look very smooth indeed. It does exactly what it says on the tin. Like I said, it's not everyone's cup of tea. I personally like it, and I think LG's TVs do a very good job of it. And on this C4, it is no different. I think it is very, very smooth indeed. And yeah, you wouldn't want to use it on absolutely everything, but in certain situations, I think it can really, really help out. So that is the next best thing about this TV. Moving along again, and the next best thing about this TV is that it supports Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. Now, once again, not every manufacturer supports Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos, but I'm pleased to say this TV does. Now, if I give you a quick demonstration of another thing that I do like, so far up Zombieland there, we go up to the top right hand corner, it actually tells us when we are watching Dolby Vision and listening back in Dolby Atmos. That is great. Again, not all TVs do that, but if you're not in the know, then this TV will tell you exactly what you are watching. So it's great that it tells you that, and obviously it supports it. So it's another reason why this TV is an absolute top tier banger. Now, the next best thing about this TV is, well, multiple things, but I'm bundling it all into one category, and that is that this TV is great for gamers. Yes, honest to God, I don't think you can go far wrong with this TV at all. And I'll actually go out there and say it's got to be one of the best TVs that you can buy if you are a gamer. So, we've already talked about the fact that this TV has 4 HDMIs. Of course, it now supports up to 144 Hz. And this TV will handle anything that an Xbox or PlayStation 5 can throw at it. Now, on top of that, we also get VRR, G-Sync, FreeSync, everything bar the kitchen sink. And not forgetting, we get auto low latency mode. But the icing on the cake is that we also get, at a press of a button, the game dashboard, which is a one-stop shop for loads of information and settings if you are gaming. As you can see, we get our frames per second, we can see about the VRR, black stabilizer, latency, and then we can jump straight into stuff. We can also customize it, different colors. Honest to God, this TV is literally just all singing and all dancing. So that is the next best thing about this TV. And there you have it then, guys. Now, before you go, don't forget to hit me up in the comments section and let me know what TVs that you want to see me test out from the 2024 lineup from all the manufacturers. Now, if you have enjoyed today's video, do us a favour and give me a thumbs up. If you want to support the channel, don't forget I've got the super thanks, and if you want to buy anything from Amazon, I've got my affiliate links. Doesn't cost you a penny to use it, puts a few pence back in my pocket. And if you want to see loads more videos like this in the future, then make sure you subscribe. So, thanks very much for joining me today, and hopefully I'll catch you guys on next one. Bye for now.